Kathy Freston is here. Her recent books, Quantum Wellness and Veganist, have focused on healthy eating and conscious living. Her newest shows how small diet and lifestyle changes can lead to significant results. It is called The Lean, a revolutionary and simple 30-day plan for healthy, lasting weight loss. I am pleased to have her back at this table. Welcome.
Thank you, Charlie.
So here's what you say. I just want to read this to you. You just basically, you say, I love the word lean. Why do you love the word lean?
It's all about ease. It's all about gradually moving towards something. It's not strict discipline. There's no hard, fast rules. You know, you're not white-knuckling your way through something. Because I think so many of the diets that have been popular for decades have been about cutting out things that
carbohydrates on one side.
Yeah, so it's all about, you know, strict discipline. That's never worked for me. I want to enjoy my life. I want to, you know, celebrate food and have, you know, things that I grew up loving with my family, with my friends. So for me, I think the best thing that has worked, and I think it's translated to other people, is that if we set our intention to move toward health and we, you know, lean into it, we take little steps in the direction of eating better, what happens is that we start a momentum by these tiny little things, because we can do things that are not difficult, and those gradual, practical, easy steps start the pathway toward healthy eating.
And if you don't do that, so many people get on a diet, and it's a sort of the yo-yo effect. They get on the diet, they lose their weight, then they put it on. Now, I've never quite understood how they get back to being off the diet. Is it you start with a little moment, and then you make another moment, and then, you know, it's like working out. If you skip a day, then you skip another day, and all of a sudden, there are more days you're skipping than you're exercising.
That's exactly it. And you're miserable, you know, on so many of these diets. If you're eating a skinless breast of chicken and some, you know, boiled broccoli, that's just not going to make you happy. It's, you know, again, you're just white-knuckling your way through it, and the body doesn't want that kind of a diet, because it's really hard on you. Those high-protein, low-carb diets that are focusing on animal protein, anything that swims, flies, crawls, or walks, that's really hard on your body. Your body goes into something called ketosis.
Right.
And it's basically like you're going into starvation mode, and your muscles, your body starts eating up your muscles. That's not good after an extended period of time. It does a lot of damage to your kidneys, and it invites in heart disease. Meat, obviously, even chicken and fish have saturated fat in them. So the body, I think we got to give our bodies credit that we don't stick with it. It's like we're rebelling against a diet that's not good for us.
Okay, let's talk about some things you talk about. Crowding out's important to you.
Yeah.
What is crowding out?
Crowding out, not cutting out. So instead of saying none of this, none of that, none of this, what I do in the lean is I add things in. For instance, I say every day drink 8 glasses of water 8 times a day. Super easy. It's called preloading. So in a study published in the journal Obesity, it showed that participants in a 12-week study who drank 2 cups of water before every main meal lost 5 pounds of fat more than people who didn't drink the water before the meals. And that's an easy thing that you can do, because you're just crowding out room in your stomach. You're filling your belly, you're hydrating your metabolism and every other system in your body, so that's really important. So you do that. You eat an apple a day, for instance. That's one of the steps along the lean plan. 1 apple a day is about 25% of your
So good things crowd
fiber.
out bad things.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
We'll get to some of the steps. I've got that right here. Let's go more to, you want people to get into a natural rhythm of feeding the body.
Yep.
The kinds of things it thrives on.
Yeah.
What does the body thrive on?
The body thrives on anything that grows on trees or in the ground, that's full of phytonutrients. So whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, steel-cut oats, beans like black beans, legumes, chickpeas, lentils, any kind of vegetable, fruit. Those things have lots of phytonutrients, all kinds of vitamins and minerals, things that we don't even know about that are affecting our genes, certainly our weight. So they're preventing disease. They're full of fiber, and this is one of the keys to the lean plan, is that fiber is the one dietary component that's been consistently shown to help people lose weight and keep the weight off.
And it's also good for the digestion?
It's good for the digestion, absolutely.
Yeah.
It lowers cholesterol. It lowers your blood pressure. It fills your stomach so that you're not hungry. First of all, it tells your brain that you're satiated. You know, you've got something in your stomach. And also it helps the food digest more slowly and evenly, so your blood glucose level, your blood sugar stays stable throughout the day. So that way you're not going into the hunger cravings. Those hormones aren't alerted to eat more.
What do you make of all the attention that sugar is getting these days, either in books or in studies made by reputable organizations?
Yeah, it's all about the blood sugar. You want to stay steady throughout the day. So when you're eating things with sugar, white sugar or high fructose corn sweetener, your blood sugar is racing up, and so you're feeling good for a minute, you know, and then you just come crashing down from the insulin response. And so when you come crashing down, you're hungry again and you're ravenous, and you want something that's going to build the sugar back up, so you go for something that's going to shoot your sugar up again. So it's this endless roller coaster of cravings.
And the sugar from fruits is different than the sugar.
Absolutely. And most of that is because of the fiber. So you've got the fiber that's helping to slow down the digestion, slow down the release of glucose, so that it feeds your body steadily and stably throughout the day. And there's also great sugar substitutes like stevia and agave. Those things stevia doesn't affect your blood sugar at all. So you can sweeten your coffee or your tea or your sodas or whatever without the blast of sugar.
What are you going to have for dinner tonight?
Well, I'm going to go to a Japanese restaurant, and so I'll start with some edamame, the soybeans. I'll have some sake, and I'll have some tofu. Right. So some sliced tofu, some vegetables, and probably finish it off with a big plate of fruit for dessert.
That's it for you.
But I eat a lot, Charlie. I eat a lot. Rice. I'll have a big bowl of rice.
Rice is okay?
Rice is fine.
Rice is okay?
Yeah, right.
But no sashimi, no sushi?
No.
Why is that bad?
Well, fish has still got fat in it, and it's got saturated fat. Granted, it's lower than chicken and steak. One breast of chicken, skinless breast of chicken, which is pretty darn low in fat, still has 20% of its calories in fat, which is better than steak, which has 50%.
But I thought oily fish was good for you.
Well, you're getting your omega-3 fatty acids, but I'd rather get mine from flax seeds or walnuts or soy or something like that, so you don't get all the saturated fat along with it.
So tell me, this is called a revolutionary and simple 30-day plan. We'll talk about the 30 days in a moment. Suppose someone says, I'm going to try it, Kathy. You make the case. Yeah. What will be the result?
Oh, well, you lose weight. You can lose about 1 to 3 pounds per week, and that may not sound like a lot, but it's actually a lot.
In the first week, you'll lose 1 to 3 pounds if
absolutely.
You follow this.
Oh, I've had people lose a lot more than that. I mean, there's stories of people in the book who've lost 200 pounds. But that's a good, slow, steady weight loss, is 1 to 3 pounds a week. Your digestion's going to clear out. You're going to have that flat stomach without all the gurgling. Yeah. You're going to have more energy. Your skin's going to be clearer, because we're going to move away from animal protein, and we're going to start eating more fiber-filled foods. No animal foods have fiber. Only plant foods have fiber.
But what's the difference in this book and the previous book you wrote about being a vegan?
This is about weight loss specifically.
I know, but the way to achieve weight loss in a large extent is eating the way you eat.
Yeah, but it's also adding in a lot of things, like the 8 glasses of water a day, the 2 tablespoons of flaxseed.
This is day 1 through day 30. I'm going to run through this real quick. Day 1, drink water, lots of water. If you want to comment, say so. Day 2, have a hearty breakfast. What's a hearty breakfast?
Hearty breakfast is a big bowl of oatmeal.
Right. Oatmeal's okay.
Oatmeal's fantastic. Yeah, because you're starting up your metabolism. If you don't eat breakfast, your body doesn't know when it's going to get the next calories, so it's going to hold on to the calories and slow down your metabolism by 40%.
Day 3, eat an apple. Day 4, clean out the cupboards, and just for today, say no to your poison.
Yeah, we all have our poison,
What's your poison? What was your poison?
Oh, my poison is chips. So I just don't even have the chips in there because I just love chips. I have nuts instead.
Trade your milk and butter for plant-based versions.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means either.
That means instead of having milk from a dairy cow, you're going to have it from almond milk, soy milk, hemp milk, things like that.
All
Because
right.
can I just tell you, Charlie, think about this. A little baby calf, right,
Yes.
is supposed to get her mother's milk.
Yes.
It's designed by nature to make that little calf grow 1,000 pounds really quickly.
Yeah.
We're not meant to grow
That's not what
1,000.
we want to do.
No, we don't want to become fat, docile, and slow. We want to be quick on our feet.
Do a deep dive for 5. What does that mean?
That means take a minute, 5 minutes every day and just think about, okay, what's going on? How am I feeling? Get in touch with what's going on, because when you're not in touch with what you're feeling, you're just stuffing yourself just to numb out, just like people do with alcohol. We want to numb out from whatever we're feeling.
Okay,
so.
switch up your drinks. Switch up your drinks.
Yeah, instead of drinking sodas because it's loaded with sugar or a chemical sweetener and salt and all kinds of other things.
So like diet soda is not good?
It's got chemicals that have been, tested to be carcinogenic. So have a little sparkling water.
Carcinogenic?
Carcinogenic, there's certain chemicals. Put a little stevia in there, a little fruit concentrate. So you're going to have a natural soda, and you're not going to have all the
Okay, day 10,
calories.
make your lunch with animal products. Without animal products.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Make your lunch without animal products.
So
what's the biggest poison of animal products?
I'll tell you.
What?
It's the most concentrated source of fat and calories, period, end of conversation.
Period. Which is?
We are designed, as human beings to seek out the most concentrated source, because back in the day when we were foraging, we didn't know when we'd get our next calorie. So the brain rewards us when we eat meat because it's like, oh, fat and calories, that's good, eat more of that. But now we're not foragers. We have plenty of opportunities,
okay,
so we don't want to eat
no animal products
that.
for lunch, boys and girls.
I know.
Take your diet bites.
Take your vitamins.
Oh, that's vitamins. Oh,
Yep.
Bites are vitamins.
Yep.
All right. So have your vitamins. So
Just a multivitamin.
What vitamins do you take every day?
I take a multivitamin.
That's it? One multivitamin?
Yeah, I take a multivitamin because you want to get yourself covered.
Back away from Sugar Day 24. Start seeing your weight loss as real.
Yeah, start really seeing this. I mean, visualize yourself for a minute or two as this actually could happen. This is going to happen.
Juice it. It's day 25.
Yeah.
A lot of juices, is that what that is? Isn't there sugar in these juices?
No, not in only in a fruit juice. So you want to stay away from fruit juice because that is too much.
Fruit juice would be
sugar.
like
Orange juice.
No good orange juice, even though you've freshly squeezed orange juice is not good for you.
Think about all those oranges that go in there. So you're not getting the fiber, which slows down the release of
So what
blood
juices
sugar.
are okay?
I make a juice with carrots, kale, celery, and sometimes what I do if I don't have time to make a juice, I'll just put some coconut water in a blender and I'll throw in 1 or 2 leaves
of kale. Do you like this,
kale.
or you just do it because it's good for you?
I feel so good.
All right, that's the point. Secret. You have to make sure that this is
so
going to make me
good.
feel good.
Yes, that's the honest truth.
Even though it might not taste good.
Yeah, it begins to taste good. Your taste buds change.
All right. Eat lower on the glycemic index.
Yes.
Of course. Cut the oil. What's wrong with oil?
Well, here's the thing.
Oil's good.
Oil it damages the endothelial cells in the lining of your arteries. So that's bad if you have heart disease. And it also puts on a lot of weight. It's very concentrated fat and calories because you're not eating the olives or the seeds. And you're not getting all that fiber. You're just getting the oil. Now, I'm not one of these crazy no oil people. I want to enjoy myself. I love a little olive oil,
I do too.
on a piece of bread. But I'm just saying, lean away from it. Just be aware of it. So you just want to move away from it.
Just not too much. Is that your message?
Exactly.
All right. Do something purposeful.
Because when you're doing something purposeful, you're not all about the food. You're not obsessing about the food. When can I have it? What am I going to eat? Because you're living for something, that's bigger than the cupcake you're contemplating.
I never have liked cupcakes. I never understood. You will see people, even in Washington, standing in line for cupcakes.
I know.
I mean, they've been there for 2 hours.
Yeah. It's like a little cake that you can hold in your hand.
See, I don't eat desserts often.
Oh, that's good.
I eat 3 meals a day. I don't eat much dessert.
Yeah.
Don't eat between meals at all.
Yeah.
But eat fish.
Yeah.
Eat a lot of chicken and fish primarily.
Yeah.
But I occasionally have steak.
There's problems with fish, though. I mean, you got a lot of mercury in a lot of the fish. And,
I know you believe that.
It's true.
They got healthy people in Japan. That's all they Schedule your day. I said, make progress and don't worry about perfection. As Voltaire said, Perfection is the enemy of good.
Yes. Just lean into it. That's all you got to do.
Kathy, Freston is determined, obsessed to make you healthy and give you a long life and to look as good as she does. Well, this book is called The Lean. Thank you.
Thank you,
Pleasure
Charlie.
to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. See you next time.